Okay, this is Benny J from the room. So today I'm just going to go over what MT's been talking about for the last little bit, and hopefully I can clear some things up and we can learn a little bit. So before I do so, thank you very much, Martin D, I do believe, yeah, for this amazing sheet here. It's really cool that you're sharing your knowledge with us. I think it's pretty cool. So a big thank you for that, and yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to trying this out. So okay, nevertheless, we're just gonna go right onto this. Oh, just to make something clear here, this right here is the graph. Okay, and please use your imagination here. Let's just say this is the Euro USD. Okay, you know, it goes up, down, right? Let's find the brushes. Alright, so we're gonna say this is the, actually I like red, we're gonna say this is the 15 minute. Alright, 15 minute. Okay, alright, so here's a 15-minute orange road. Alright, right here, obviously. Okay, and right here, from here all the way to here, we see a very clear uptrend. Right? Very, very, very simple. Okay, it's not going to be perfect, but okay. So this is our very clear uptrend, and what we're going to do is over here, let's do pink. Actually, I like gray. Over here, we're going to do, we have our BB bands, right? Just to make it short term, right? We have our phenomenal BB bands, right? Wow, this is some very crappy arrows, but okay, so you get the point. BB bands, right? Here, here, okay? So when we're on an uptrend, right, we're going to blindly take the trade, well, almost blindly take the trade off the bottom BB bands. Okay, the bottom BB bands on the uptrend, right? So I hope that's clear. And on the down, excuse me, on the downtrends, let's do red, like red. Alright, from this over here all the way to about there, we're going to take trades blindly, or kind of blindly, off the upper BB bands. Okay, BB bands. Okay, so, and I'll give you guys some examples, but before, so just to make it clear, 15 minute, oh, forgot the M, 15 minute orange road. Okay, when the trend is down, when this is pointing down, we're looking for trades off the top BB bands, and when it's off the bottom, when the trend's going up, like so, over here, we're looking to take trades off the bottom. Very, very simple, okay? Right, and then, you know, you get, okay, and then we make, there, okay? Lots and lots and lots of money, okay? So, this is really what we've been, kind of pushing the last little bit. But before I give you some examples, I'm going to talk about why we've been pushing this for the last little bit. Okay, and something we need to realize is that we've been using this with ghosts, jazz fan strategy, all these strategies that are out there, right? Subconsciously or whatever it is, unsubconsciously, we've been using this, right? So I'll just give you a general idea. Here we have the 15-minute orange road, right? You know, it's going down, up, down, up, right? And even though, even with all the strategies that we've had, I think most of the time when we enter a trade, they're already going to be in our favor. So if we take like a jazz fund or ghost strategy, let's say over here, right? So over here you would have taken it up because you're trending pink with a 1 and 4 hour in play, but already this is pointing up as well, right? My point being, it's kind of already in there, even though if we didn't even know it was there. So I am gonna go just give this little example. Actually, I'm gonna have to do this over here. Let's do. Okay, so basically, just to give you guys a kind of a glimpse here, we're just gonna do full screen. So, example, the road's pointing up, very clear. All right, that's first thing we look at. Blindly, okay, we're blindly taking these, well, almost blindly taking these trades, okay, and the road's clearly pointing up. Okay. There are a few exceptions to when I will take trades off the bands. Okay, and here I'll give a few. Right at this extreme moment, I wouldn't take a trade off the band. Right? Why? Because we have a 4-1 score to the downside with a yellow in play. 4-1 with yellow and blue in play. Okay, this over here is just touching the bands, and we have a 1 down, 2 down, 3 down, 4 down. Alright, but this is pointing up. So when would we go up? Right? Well, we have a few options here, okay? We have a flashing daily, which changes absolutely everything. And we have to keep in mind our trend is also in a favor. So a good example of this, let me actually zoom a bit more. A better example to when would you take the trade. I do apologize for the lag here. Come on, where's that? This is some serious lag. I do apologize. That's annoying. Okay, come on. Wow. Okay. Okay, let me go back. So right before this bounce. Oh, come on. Yeah. Wow, this is crazy. Alright, so let's take the it's here. So there's a few times when you can enter with this road. Alright, I'm just gonna give you the first one. I personally like it when we're with a trend. Alright, this means I can keep it, I can put my take profit to resistance. So the road's pointing up right here, very hard to see, but it's slightly pointing up. Momentum is in play. This is pointing up, which is kind of a bonus. Don't just go off that, but this is going up as well. A little bit of a thrust, I guess. And basically, this is your guide, right? So basically, how I think about this is, if this is pointing up, what has to be in play for me to take the trade? That's it, right? So would I take it up, or would I leave it alone and wait for another up, or wait for it to come down and then trade down? That's all I'm thinking about, right? So here I have an opportunity to take it up with the 15-minute direction. Okay, so why? Because we have, first of all, the orange is above the yellow. This is above, I'm pretty sure. 2, 3, 4, okay, 5. It's more of them are above, which means trend's up. Right, so our trend is up. Our long-term bias is also up. One of my personal favorites, thanks to JazzFan and Ghost and Bobby and everyone else pushing me to always look at the long term. So that's in my favor. We have momentum, we have DX, okay, it's we also have an arrow here, pink red, and this is going to resistance. This was today, and obviously, as you can see, we had a bit of a jolt in the markets, and it did go to resistance. Another example is over here. Alright, so the road's pointing down. Okay, a long-term bias is also down. 1 down, 2 down out of the 3. Our trend is also down. 1 down, 2 down, 3 down, 4 down. Alright, so let's go back to that entry. Okay, would have been over here, I do believe. Let's say maybe you wanted to wait for momentum, and boom, down it goes. Okay, so but let's just kind of go back to this. So trend is up, take it off the bottom. Trend is down, take it off the top. Let's just take another example. I wish it didn't have so much lag, but I think we're going to use, oh, here we go, no lag. Alright, so here's an example of when we would take it off the bands, right? So let's go full screen. Let's assess the situation here. So our trend is down, okay, it's clear, right? But our bias is clearly up here. 15-minute road is pointing up. It's touching the band. Not only that, we have an ATM score to the upside. We have a 1 and 4 hour correlation. Alright? Trending 15-minute. Okay? So when you put all these together, we have DX as well. It's enough for me to say, okay, look, I'm taking this up. Okay? And why? Because I asked myself, this is pointing up. Any excuse I can take to take it off the BB bands, I'm gonna take it up. Is this enough? Check, 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 major check, and check. Yes, it is. What are the minimal requirements? Well, I think personally, well, ATM scores, in this situation we have very powerful ATM scores due to the pink reds on all super arrows on all 3 of these time frames. Okay, but okay, you're just gonna make that judgment and boom, up it goes. If you want to take this as safer, if you want maybe take a little bit of a safer trade, you could have waited for, you could have taken it like over here. You have now 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 things go up with the direction of the road. You still have some room till resistance, okay, just for that extra confirmation if you really wanted that. Oh, now you got a daily too. But let's just do some more examples. So off the BB bands, actually I'm going to go to a different video. We were on this one. Yeah, I'm going to go to this one. Wait, we were on this one. I'm going to go to this one. So some examples. Okay, GU. Okay, the road's pointing up. Our trend is clearly up. Our long-term bias is 1 up, 2 up, alright? Any excuse to get up, I'm gonna get up. Okay? Either if it hits the BB bands, if momentum flashes, okay, just get in for an up. Okay? And obviously, as you can see, that was a pretty clear uptrend. Okay, so example, another example would be over here. Okay, so let's see if we would have taken that. No, I wouldn't have gone there. Okay, this, I would have done this, yeah. So here we have the EU, the road's clearly pointing down. Okay, it's off the BB bands, well, kind of off the BB bands, mostly just entering with momentum and DX. But again, asking myself, is there enough yeses for me to take this down? The road's pointing down. I want to take this down. What do I need? We have 1 and 4 hour correlation. Long-term bias is in play. Okay, this is pointing down. Momentum and DX are in, and we have a white pink. This is like check, 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 check. Okay, super. So, and as you can see, that went all the way to support. Right? So basically, you should constantly be asking yourself, is there enough yeses right now for me to take this down? Right? So if you don't want to take it, if obviously if the momentum's not in play, will you take it with the BB band? So obviously it never did go to the BB bands, but momentum did kick in, and you could have gone in for your second trade to the downside, hopefully to support. Let's have a look. Yeah, so all the way to support, right? Support. Okay, orange line, support, right? So let's see. Let's say the UC. Okay, so let's see if the UC goes to the BB band. It does. Alright, okay, here we go. Is there enough yeses for me to take this up? Okay, personally, to be very safe, I'm gonna say no. Okay, and here's my reason why. If I have, and I want to go up, okay, but if I want to go up, I'm just gonna wait for momentum and maybe one more arrow to the upside. Why? It's very clear. It's ATM with trend. Trend is down. ATMs are in play. 1 down, 2 down, 3 down. Also momentum and DX and oil are in play. I'm just not going to take it. I'm going to wait for extra confirmation if we do get extra confirmation. And we didn't. And look at this. You got that massive drop. Wow. Okay, so the good thing I didn't take that up. What was I gonna say? Because I'm not taking it up, you could have taken it down with this ATM scores for the trend strategy, right? So that's what I absolutely love about this. Let's watch this for a second. It'll be 5 seconds, guys. So you know, ATM scores with the trend. DX is in. Maybe you won't wait for momentum or whatever. It's in. Get in, and boom. That's crazy. Absolutely crazy. Right? So yeah, so even though this certain strategy wasn't in play at the time, you had a different one in play. And that's what I absolutely love about this room, is, you know, you have one strategy, maybe it's not there, you have another one. Just waiting to get ready. So let's do some more, because I know some of you may be confused. Let's start from the beginning. So GU, let's just break down this GU right now. 1 up, 2 up, 3 up, 4 up, 5 up. It's a very strong trend to the upside. Which way is the road pointing? The road's pointing up. What's the long-term bias? Our long-term bias is 1 up, 2 up. Okay? What's the momentum in DX? It's red, and it's green. Okay? ATM scores is 1 up, 2 up, 3 up. We have long-term bias and trend. This is very, very strong. So, what's going to get me in an up? Absolutely anything at this point. Nothing's going to get me in a down unless things change. So unless we get a down over here, unless we get a down arrow, like a down arrow over here, yeah, so maybe some blues and yellows, then I'll consider taking it down. But I'm very biased up, so I'm gonna enter. Okay, so I get in the room, and boom, I'm in. Okay, so I'm watching my long term though, always watching my long term, making sure nothing changes. And I'm gonna take profit to resistance or until I see something changing over here. Very, very basic. Okay, see what happens. Does anything change? Nope, we get a 5. Okay, and just hits resistance. So I'm out of my trade. Here's the cool part. Once you get comfortable with this, you could have taken that once, twice, 3, 4 times, because bounced off the BB bands 3 times, momentum in DX for end with white on the 4th. 4 times all the way to resistance. And it's a pretty safe trade with all your long terms in play. Okay, so let's keep going on the GU. So okay, so we're very happy, hey, I just took 300 pips, or however, maybe let's like 6 pips. Okay, 6 pips times, more than 6 pips. That's okay, I'm just gonna rough ball. That's 5 just to be safe. It's probably more than 5 though, much more. 5 times 4, okay, 5, 10, 15, 20. That's 20 pips. Hey guys, 20 pips on the GU. I hope you guys took a chance on the GU. Boom. Okay, so then let's keep going. Okay, so it's now on the bounds, right? As long as this is 3 pips away and nothing's changed over here, I'm ready to get in for an up. Okay, so nothing's changed in, I'm in back for my up, and boom. As long as that's 3 pips, I do believe that was 3 pips, or 4 pips resistance. Excuse me. Okay, so let's keep going on the GU. Okay, I'm waiting for a better price. Okay, so it's hitting this BB band. But we got some situation going on here. We have a 5 and a 15 in play. Okay, this is pointing up. This is, okay, you know, DX is in play, DX is screaming. The long-term bias is still in play. Your ATM score is thrown off, but you're still with the trend. So if you want to play this safe, then I would suggest you wait for a different outcome. If you're so comfortable with this that you want to take it up again, then you can, but personally, I think it's wiser to play it smart and just wait for maybe this. 1 up, 2 up, 3 up. This is still pointing up off the BB bands, and you have a confirmation. Let's see what happens. Okay, and boom, all the way to resistance. Okay, and that's super. Okay, I don't know how many pips. I'm gonna guess that's quite a bit though. Alright, so let's keep going just to kind of clear things up. Alright, off the bands again. Will this go up again? That's the question. DX is in play, momentum is in play. Nothing's changed long term. As long as it's 3 pips from resistance, we can feel comfortable to get in again, and boom, okay, in again. So why? Because it's off the bands of the orange road. Our long term is in play, and nothing's changed in the long term. And I'm convinced this is how jazz fund trades. Okay, I'm just convinced. I'm gonna go back to here. Oh boy. Okay. Yeah. So please do listen to this, because I find it's actually quite helpful for what I've noticed. So why am I bringing this up? I'm bringing this up because over here, this one, nothing's going against us. ATM scores of the trend is not against us. It's all looking good. So let's keep going. Okay, hits the bands. DX does switch, but a 3-0 on the long term. Are you willing to take this up as long as it's 3 pips away? Okay, and now we have a bit of a switch. Oh, where'd it go? Over here, you have 1 down, 2 down, 3 down, 4 down with a yellow. Okay, and you entered over here. Alright, now your long terms have changed, and you have a decision to make. Okay, are you gonna get out if you trade, or are you gonna stay in? Okay, now keep in mind a few things. The new 15-minute candle comes out in, oh, I'm looking at the wrong one, in just a few minutes. These are live, meaning these could go away, okay, and this could turn into a green. So basically what I'm saying is you have some decisions to make. I think as long as you entered and the long terms haven't changed, I think that should be safe enough. Stop loss of 15 or 20, or till under support. So that my favorite is just under support, and stick with that, or get out if you see a chance to get out for a down. Okay, so here, let's say you maybe want to get out, and then you want to get down, because now this pointing, that was pointing down. It's a little bit shaky now, maybe undecided. You can't really tell which way it's pointing. ATM scores are pointing down. Okay, so do your thing, whatever. Take it up and down. But basically, I'm still going to be looking for ups. This is still, to me, this is pointing more up, and I want to be with the trend and long-term bias, because this could go away. So I'm still looking for more ups. Okay. When would you have gone in? So my long-term bias changed. Oh, that 4 hour came. Oopsies. Long-term bias has changed. Let's say you're still in that previous trade from over here. It's like you entered over here and it's like negative 20, 25, 15 pips. I don't know how long that is. And or if you're like me and you just put it underneath support, and you see something like this. Well, I'm gonna get in again. Okay, it's pointing up. One up, two up, three up, four up. Plus you have long terms in play and with a trend and momentum, and a nice little arrow here. You get in for an up and it seems to be going pretty well, okay? And you win those trades. So this is why we're really pushing the 15-minute line and off bands and off BB bands and the orange road. I think it's really beneficial. I think it's really simple. I guess the only tricky part is asking yourself, would I get in right now? Is it going to switch? And I think if you're really with the trend on the long term, you had your long term bias in play, you should trust it. Alright, but if anyone finds any other way of excuse me, simplifying it to how do I explain this? If anyone finds a way to figure out if it's going to switch and to get out of trades if we need to get out of trades, let us know. For me personally, I think it's just blues and ATM scores and trending pinks with long-term bias. So that was over here. Okay, so back over here. Okay, so if let's say what's an example? A good example would be, can't really explain. Okay, but my point being is, if you're stuck in a trade, okay, and let's say you follow the rules and you went off the band, this orange road, and it went against you. If anyone can find any indication to why I did that, or to prevent us from getting stuck in a trade, which it happens once in a while, but I think it's pretty rare, then please let us know. Just kind of a tip I want to throw out there is, when you correlate the 15-minute with the 1 hour direction of the orange road, I think it's quite something else. So another example here in the UJ, it's pointing up, okay, and okay, it's very simple, it's pointing up, okay. Okay, all the way from here to here, it was pointing up, and we had our situation there until we had an ATM score to the downside. So from all the way, pretty much from the beginning of the session, it was both correlating. So that was, to me, that's actually pretty strong when the 1 hour and 15-minute correlate. So that's just kind of a tip. And I think another big tip too is, if you're gonna take it, let's say that we're gonna take it right now, make sure it's more than 3 pips, like 4 pips away. So if I want to take this up, if I want to take the UJ up, then I gotta make sure it's at least 4 pips away. And obviously it did, because everything was in play. Let me go back to the entry. Okay, so we had pointing up, 1 up, 2 up, 3 up, 4 up. It's a 4 up with long-term bias. We're against the trend, but nevertheless, obviously, we were sticking to our rules with this, and clearly went up. Okay, now it's a different situation because you have ATM scores with a trend, right? So this is just this is one of my favorite parts about the whole room. You always have something to trade with. Absolutely so cool. So let's say you take that down, ATM scores with a trend. Okay, 1 down, 2 down, 3 down, trend is down. Maybe you want to wait for a momentum, take that forward down, and then wait for it. It gets better. 1 up, wait for that blue to go away. If it does, Okay, it didn't go away, but you had a 5, and you could choose to take it back up. Okay, so my point being is, it's just mind-blowing to me how there's literally always a time to trade. Okay, it's fantastic. So I hope you've enjoyed the video. Another fantastic thank you to Martin for making this. A lot of work is put into this, so big thank you, man. So yeah, definitely gonna try this out and let you know how it goes. Apologies for the ridiculously bad drawings, but as long as the point came through, that's what matters. So, oh, and if you have any questions regarding this, I've been doing this for a while. Okay, in fact, I've been doing this before we've even been screaming about it in the room. Okay, thanks to BB for mentioning the 15-minute road. If you have any questions, let me know. If you want to take a trade and you're not sure if you're gonna win the trade, or if you're not sure if you feel comfortable taking the trade, let me know, and I'll tell you if I'm gonna take the trade or not, up or down on the currency. Okay, so let's say right now you say, Benny, I don't know if I want to take this up right now, and I'll say, okay, I'm gonna wait for another long-term ATM close of the trend. I'm gonna wait for this to be pointing up, so like so, right, and then I'll get in, and then together, okay, if it does, there it is. Okay, together we will then get in. Okay, so point being is I'll go through trades with you guys if you like, because I do feel comfortable doing so, and I've had a bit of experience with this 15-minute road and when to take it and when to leave it alone. So any way I can help, I'll do so. But same thing back, if you learn something I don't know, I would love to learn it. Okay, so I obviously don't know everything, and I'd be more than happy to learn from other people's point of view and what they see. So yeah, I mean, I'm looking forward to it, guys. I'll keep this video short, so